Every empire in history made the same mistake. They thought the system would hold. They thought the rules wouldn't change. They thought money would always work the way it used to. They were wrong. Collapse doesn't start with chaos. It starts with confidence. And the moment confidence breaks, everything built on top of it starts to fall. Not slowly, but all at once. Money is not just paper, it's trust. And once people stop believing, the system doesn't weaken, it disappears. Because money only works if everyone agrees it does. Most collapses don't look like collapse at first. They look normal. Prices rise a little. Policies change. Limits appear. And people adapt. Until one day, adaptation stops working. Rome did it. Weimar did it. Argentina did it. Different countries, different times. Same mistake. When systems break, they try to fix it with more money. But more money doesn't fix the problem. It hides it. Because the problem was never money. It was trust. And once trust breaks, no amount of money can fix it. And that's why this still matters. Because modern systems are not immune. They are bigger, faster, more complex. But they run on the same thing. Confidence. And history is clear about one thing. Confidence doesn't break slowly. It breaks suddenly. So the real question isn't if the system will be tested. It's this. What happens when people stop believing? And that's when history repeats itself. Not because people don't understand the system, but because they trust it for too long. Because once trust is damaged, people don't react immediately. They adjust. They ignore small changes. They accept new limits. They tell themselves everything is temporary. But that's how collapse hides, not in chaos, but in normalization. And at first it's small. Withdrawal limits, delays, restrictions. Nothing that feels like a crisis. But every small change moves the system further away from what it used to be. And the longer this continues, the more fragile everything becomes. Because people are not reacting to reality. They are reacting to what they remember reality being. And that gap is where collapse grows. Then comes the shift, not gradual, but sudden. Confidence doesn't slowly disappear. It breaks. One moment, people trust the system. The next, they question it. And once that question spreads, control becomes impossible. Because financial systems are not held together by force. They are held together by belief. This is why governments always react the same way. They try to restore confidence. They print more money. They create new policies. They promise stability. But none of that works if people have already lost trust. Because you cannot force belief. And you cannot repair confidence with the same actions that damaged it. This is what makes financial collapse so dangerous. It's not just economic, it's psychological. Because once people stop trusting money, they stop trusting the system behind it. Banks, institutions, even each other. And when that happens, everything slows down. Spending stops, investment stops, growth stops, and the system begins collapsing under its own weight.